People, how you doing? I thought I would come on and share a week in review and also see how some of you have been getting on with your week. I hope you've had a productive week. I hope you've been able to make progress in your business. And if you haven't, don't forget you've still got next week to move forward. Or maybe you might want to take a break and wait until you're ready to push yourself. Because sometimes we need either someone to help us do stuff, or sometimes we need to help ourselves do stuff. And you need motivation, right, to do that. So let me just put a little caption in here. And I'm going to be talking about my week in review and all of the amazing things that have been happening for me. And as I said, I hope you've had a great week as well. Let's put a title in. That always helps. Morning, Shay. How you doing? Let me know how your week has been. Just quickly. So last night, I think for some of you that were online with me, I actually was able to speak to a client I've had for 6 years. This year will actually be my 6th year. And I was able to speak to her about her business. And she straight away, she just started the call just saying basically how impressed she's been with what I've been doing and the way that I've been consistent over the last few years. And more importantly, during the pandemic. Anyway, she's hired my company to look after her social media and also her marketing for her movie launch, which is really exciting because it will be the 6th year this year that we've done that. And you know what? She's actually, I need to ask her to write me a testimonial because I've been working for her consistently every time she has a film launch for the last 6 years. So I actually will ask her to put in writing what it was she was saying. But nonetheless, that is one of several things I've celebrated this week. I've also had some massive client wins. So some of you may have seen in my stories, I shared in my stories some of the fantastic things my clients have been doing, from improved and engaged in social media right through to better results. I had a client who's been working with me on my 6-month coaching program for it's now less than 3 weeks. But at the time when she wrote me the review, which was I think Friday night, and I saw it on Monday, she was basically saying, in fact, let me share with you what she said, because I was like, whoa. Like, I was actually really impressed. Morning, how you doing? I was so impressed. And the reason I was impressed was because she hasn't even shared it in the group yet. So I will share with you what some of the wins were. I've actually already shared it on social, but I've taken out her actual name because I don't, even though people say it to me and it's said in a public space, I like to keep people's privacy private. And also because I know historically sometimes people go and talk to some of my clients, which is absolutely fine, but I like to keep the privacy of my clients private. Right, so let me share with you what she said. And as I said, this is one. I'll share some others as well. And whilst I'm doing that, let me know how your week has been. For some of us, this week wouldn't have been good, but of course next week can be great, and that's what you got to hold on to. So this is what my client said. As I said, she's been working with me now for less than 3 weeks. She said, I've done most of my sharing in person this month. I had a meeting today with a woman who's organising an event in an area of London that I'd like to deliver classes in. She's already now starting to talk and get out about talk. And this is a woman who was not visible at all. She says, I'd like to deliver a partnership and nurture. And she's someone who has contacts in the Fulham, Chelsea and Notting Hill areas. And then she goes on to say, I've got a meeting today with an organisation about a weekend of drop-in sessions that I'll be doing at the Chelsea Theatre. They found me on Instagram. Yeah, she says, I've got quite a few leads to follow up following a conversation that I had with a journalist last weekend. She said, my friend has taken some of my flyers to distribute in Fulham. I had an interview on Monday for a freelance post. Good morning, how you doing? She then says, I'm psyching myself up to do videos as I've been inspired by another member, right? She says, and I've done way more this month in terms of consciously working on my business than I have in the past year. I want you to deep that part. She says, I've done way more this month in terms of consciously working on my business than I have in the past year. Now, I want you to really understand this, right? Sometimes we do need that person to encourage or push us. And sometimes we can crack on and get on with stuff ourselves. But I think as the year is winding up, what I want to do is help more people to move. It's help more people to understand what you can do to excel in your business. So I don't want you to be playing small. I want you to play big. And that might mean that rather than you promoting a little £5 cream or a little £10 package, we're promoting a bigger package, or maybe we're even talking to a business audience to help you move those packages or those creams faster. Because some of us have been thinking like this for a long time, and you'll know, because I always do my hand like this. Who's ever seen me do my hand like this in the live? Some of us are playing here, but you are destined for this. And I'm going to help you get there. So I just came on to say, I mean, that's my experience of this week and also my client's experience. And I've got loads more wins for my clients. I have been working with a logistics company who are based out in the northeast of England, about a team of five or six. They had never ever used social media. And Morning Dawn, they've never ever used social media. They're based in the northeast. And I met them at an event. And when I met them, we had a very quick chat, free conversation, and I said, listen, I know I can help you guys. These are the things I think you can do. I've worked with courier companies before. I used to actually be an outbound calls agent where I used to cold call companies on behalf of a courier company. Very well-known courier company, actually, TNT Couriers. And that was one of my first jobs when I had my little girl. I remember being 17, pushing her in the buggy all the way to Vauxhall. Anyway, pushing her in the buggy on the train to Vauxhall. No one would help me on the steps at Clapham Junction. Anyway, I digress. So, yes, when I was talking to them, I said, I know I can help you. And I said, you don't have to use me, but I'm telling you, you need to get on LinkedIn. And I was giving them all these tips. And they were like, yeah, we want to work with you. Anyway, cut a long story short, whilst I was in Antigua, we sealed the deal and they're doing some one-to-one, but it's actually one-to-many coaching with me. So I'm doing the one-to-many coaching with them. So there's more than one person on the coaching call, which they've paid a rate for. Plus, I'm also managing their social media. And do you know that on LinkedIn, they have already had the head of a furniture store that's based in Northeast England. I won't say the furniture store, but he's the director of stores for that area. Get in touch with them. They've also, Tuesday, I believe, had someone else that is interested in speaking to them directly about their services on LinkedIn. I've only just registered them on LinkedIn like less than 10 days ago. Plus, I said to the guy yesterday, because we spoke, Thursday is our day to catch up. Many of you know I work Tuesdays and Thursdays for certain clients and Wednesdays as well, and I don't work Fridays, so I'm off today. Going to be taking my son out in a bit, my big son. And I said to him yesterday, how's it going? And he said, V, I am so impressed with what you've done. Like, I'm so impressed. Oh, by the way, can I just add, on Instagram, they've also had 3 orders, and I've only done about 6 posts for them. Yeah? So what I'm basically sharing with you is my client wins, where I've either directly or indirectly influenced. But I've got to say to you, as you review your productivity this week, your progress this month, your progress this year, I want you to know this and understand this. It boils down to you. If you've got someone in your corner or someone that's pushing you or someone who is encouraging you or someone that knows their stuff, quite frankly, because not everybody who talks about it knows about it. If someone knows their stuff, they will elevate you. They will bring you to where you need to be. And hopefully they're not going to talk a lot of waffle and not help you. Yeah. These guys knew when I spoke that I knew my stuff. And actually, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. Because I think strategically, I know what I'm talking about. There's something in my brain that's wired. Because I used to play chess. And I know I often talk about this, but I have to share this. Because I used to play chess, I'm very strategic with my moves, right? So in the same way, I'm able to bring some of those skills into marketing. And it's really strange because it does work. It does work. So where some people are painfully trying to find clients online, finding it exhausting to try and, network with certain people, I always find a way around, and it's the most direct route. So for this company that had previously not been able to get into furniture stores, they've had an order from an upholsterer, 2 orders from a lady that makes like ceramics because they deal with Etsy businesses, and they've also had 2 people on LinkedIn contact them in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, so I'm very happy because obviously my head swells when my clients win, especially when I've had some impact on what they've done, okay? If I've actually done it for them, that's even better. But I want you to know that if you want to level up, right, you have to understand and take responsibility for your action, whether that means that you're employing someone to get the results for you, and please make sure that if you do employ someone, they are getting you the results, because I don't hold my tongue around this. If you've got someone working for you and they're not getting you the results, you really have to question what you're paying for. Secondly, if you haven't got someone doing it for you, especially if you're a solopreneur, make sure you make time to either learn what you don't understand, whether it's via free YouTube videos or whether it's via a free masterclass. Don't just sit there consuming stuff, because next month is the 9th month. It's the 10th month of the year, right? And I've been saying, look how big my eyes are getting when I get excited. I've been saying for a little while now, time isn't waiting. I was in Antigua and Barbuda the other day. Now I'm actually sitting in the UK and preparing for festive campaigns. So let me just say to you very quickly, as I wrap up now, 1, if you need help, speak to me. Some of my clients are on now. They know how I work. Someone's actually said the power of social media and working with V. Absolutely. One of my clients actually said to me yesterday they found me via social media. Another one's found me via YouTube. So again, it's not just social media. It's just having that understanding of the different platforms that you can be on. And to be fair, some of you are on Instagram. You're not using it very well. And you're posting, but you're not seeing the results. So you have to really question, why am I not seeing the results? What should I be doing differently? Don't keep doing the same thing. Someone said, that's so great and not surprising. V is amazing. Thank you, my darling. And I know you and I, listen, we're going to have some fun before the end of the year because I've got something coming. So we've got to do something exciting before the end of the year. I'm actually going to call you today if you're around, or I can speak to you next week. But in short, please, if you need help, get it. If you're not getting the results you want, ask yourself why. If you've hired someone to get you results and they're not getting you results, ask yourself why. As you've probably seen on my other page, which is Insight to Social, I proactively now share and evidence the results that I get from my clients. Don't worry about my stats. I'm worried about my clients' stats, okay? Because my clients' performance, especially when they're paying me, whether it's for coaching or whether it's for social media management, is my priority. So I've actually got on my Insight to Social and on my client reviews, I've got quite a few different examples of clients, and you can see the date. All 2020 and 2021, you can see the actual times space in which I've done the analytics on, and I've posted it. So you can see it all. The analytics speak for themselves, all right? So the other page, if you want to see some of my clients, how I work with them, not just with social media, but email marketing and artwork design, etc., it's on Insight to Social. All right. But speaking about your marketing, if you know you need help, good morning, how you doing? If you know you need help with your marketing, speak to me. My 12-week program, depending on when you watch this video, starts in just a few days, the 4th of October, and I've got some phenomenal business owners signed up. And let me just say to you, if you didn't catch the little snippet of what one of my clients on my 6-month program said, you need to catch this replay, right? Because she's only been working with me for less than 3.5 weeks at the time when she wrote that particular statement, and I've still got it on my screen. It says, I've done way more this month in terms of consciously working on my business than I have in the past year. That is from a client that's just started working with me on my 6-month coaching program. So if you weren't able to get on my 6-month coaching program because it did sell out, you are welcome to join me on the 12-week coaching program to make sure that you snap back and get your marketing mojo ready for a strong finish to 2021 and a phenomenal start to 2022. I'm very excited for what's to come. I hope you are feeling just as excited in your business, because your results will speak for you. And if you are not getting results, you really should want to do something about it, especially if your business is your main way of making money. All right. So, if you're finding it hard to get customers, if your insights are showing you that your analytics, you're not really getting the engagement, or the content isn't working, or you're not getting new followers, maybe you've had a dip even in your productivity, then think about what you can do to change that. Don't wait until January, because there's so much that can happen in a month. How many of you agree with that? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. So much can happen in a month, and I'll tell you why now. I'm going to finish because I've got to go and drop my kids to school. I run 30-day programs, and I've worked with clients over 30 days, and it's completely changed the game for them. Again, just look at my testimonials. They speak for themselves. Someone says, I love that. I would encourage anyone to plug in with UV. Definitely worth the investment. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. And you too, because I know you know your stuff. You work with some very big names behind the scenes as well. And I'm wishing you every success. And we're gonna move and shift with your brand before the end of the year. Don't you worry about it, even further than you are at the moment. So yes, just get on it, peeps. Don't wait. Don't delay, don't procrastinate. My 12-week course, the early bird rate, which is currently $197, is ending soon. But you can plug into that price now via my website, insighttomarketing.com. It's definitely worth you doing that if you need the help. Yeah, don't wait for that moment. Plug in. 12 weeks, $197, and the price will be going up. So make sure that you do make yourself known if you want to join, because it's limited spaces. Those of you on my 6-month program know that it's limited spaces. I don't take more people than I say I'm going to take, because I like to be intimate with my clients and give them optimum value. All right, Mina, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Ink Cakes, how you doing, my makeup queen? I hope you're all well. Keep going, peeps, because I tell you something, consistency is key, and you may not be where you want to be now, but if you are consistent and you're clear on what you're doing, look at my last post, it will make sense, then you will go far. Don't let anyone take you off course. Don't be distracted by shiny objects. Be clear on what you're doing. Be clear on why you're doing it. And stay focused, all right? Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.